Tesla Model S Plaid edges previous world record to set new best time. A new record has been set by the Boozed Boys YouTube channel in their formerly wrecked Model S Plaid, or what's left of it. The previous quarter-mile record was 8.73 seconds, held by the Tesla Plaid Racing channel and beaten by the Boosted Boys Plaid. Running a quarter mile of 8.714 second quarter mile at 158 miles per hour. View this post on Instagram, a post shared by Kyle Wade, Boosted Boy Kyle. This Model S Plaid has undergone some serious changes, with the entire interior gutted and all of the body panels from the front doors and back removed. They had previously attempted to break the record multiple times, first with the entire car exposed and equipped with a roll cage and on stock wheels and tires. That effort came to an 8.83 quarter-mile run at 149 miles per hour. After a few tries, including changing to a tire and wheel combo more suited for the track, they still could not break the record. They then added a thin aluminum shell around the car to help with aerodynamics without adding much weight back to the car. After the addition of the shell and better wheels and tires, they ran an 8.79 second quarter-mile run at 156 miles per hour. That brings us to the record-setting run and a driver mod. The channel brought in a driver who weighs around 100 pounds less, and at the track. That change produced the results they were looking for as the car ran an 8.71 quarter mile at 158 miles per hour. The car was also able to increase its 0 to 60-foot time from 1.49 seconds at the start of the project to 1.37 seconds on the record-setting run. Check out the new world record run in their video below. With all the changes to the car from stock, does this record still count since it is the same drivetrain? Or should it only count with cars having their original Model S Plaid body still attached? The Boosted Boys have said they have more plans for the Model S Plaid. What do you think they will do next with the project? Source: reposted and summarized from Richard Engel at Teslarati. Tesla Cybertruck mistaken for alien car in energy-filled social media videos. With the Tesla Cybertruck inching closer and closer to its imminent commercial launch expected sometime next month, enthusiasm among the EV community is possibly higher than ever. But not everybody follows the news and is up to date with every leak, sighting, and statement. Case in point, the two videos embedded below, published on TikTok by the user Radiant Lose a couple of days ago, show how some non-followers react when seeing the angular pickup for the first time. More to the point, as one of the video descriptions says, the TikTok user thought the EVs were coming from another planet and said that extraterrestrials had visited Earth. Both videos are in Spanish, but it's not hard to pick up pun intended on the excitement of those seeing the shiny pickups on the car haulers. This isn't the first time Tesla's upcoming all-electric truck had passers-by baffled by its looks. With the California Highway Patrol Buttonwillow taking to social media for help in identifying the trucks they spotted on car haulers on Interstate 5 about 2 weeks ago. It's not hard to see why the Cybertruck makes many people wonder what it may be. With its unusual shape and unpainted bodywork inspired by science fiction movies and games. As revealed in a rare behind-the-scenes photo posted online in July. It's certainly different from everything else on the road, for better or worse. Unveiled in 2019, the four-door zero-emissions pickup will be built at Tesla's Texas Gigafactory, where pre-production is already underway with help from multiple gigapresses shipped from Italy. In a previous impromptu sighting, it was revealed that the Cybertruck has an interior ambient lighting setup that runs from the dashboard to the front door cards and continues to the rear doors. Performance specs are still under wraps, but it's expected that the angular truck will feature rear-wheel steering, air suspension, a minimalistic interior, and the company's latest hardware for driving assistance computer that's more powerful than its predecessor. Source: reposted and summarized from Yulia Nistrin at Inside EVS. Tesla Supercharging is free in Europe to celebrate 10-year anniversary. Tesla has made supercharging free in Europe for one day to celebrate the 10th anniversary of its first superchargers opening in Norway. The company is not discriminating, either, and it is free to all electric vehicles, not just Teslas. 10 years ago today, the first 6 supercharger stations opened in Norway. Now, our network spans 36 countries, 1,000 sites and 13K supercharger posts, enabling freedom of travel, no matter your destination. Tesla added in a subsequent posting on X, by the way, supercharging in Europe is free to all today. This includes locations open to all EVs, 70% of our network. Tesla operates over 13,000 supercharger stalls globally as of today and has made efforts to expand its network as a result of various partnerships with OEMs that have been signed over the past few months. Starting next spring, companies will adopt the NHTSA connector that Tesla has used on its vehicles. The partnerships with these companies will not only make Tesla's connector a standard but will also make charging more available to EV drivers who are not currently Tesla owners. While that development has only been active for a few months, it is not the first instance of Tesla using its supercharging prowess to help other automakers. Tesla enabled companies in Europe to use its charging network thanks to a pilot program that launched in 2021. Non-Tesla supercharging pilot program formally begins in the Netherlands. Our ambition has always been to open the supercharger network to non-Tesla electric cars, in order to encourage more drivers to make the switch to electric driving. This fits in seamlessly with our mission to accelerate the global transition to sustainable energy, the automaker said about its pilot program in November 2021. The program enabled Tesla to gain valuable knowledge about charging non-Tesla EVs and making the ownership experience more manageable, as many new drivers were still navigating the relatively small charging network that their companies offered them. Tesla's expansive charging network has provided peace of mind for many EV drivers, and for today, free charging makes things even easier. Source: reposted and summarized from Joey Klender at Teslarati. Refreshed Tesla Model 3 Highland spotted in Germany with manufacturer plates. A set of photos that purportedly show a Tesla Model 3 Highland prototype driving down a portion of Germany's famous Autobahn has been published on X, formerly Twitter, by the user Marexigs2 a couple of days ago. Embedded below, the post includes 4 photos shot from behind the vehicle and the description: Tesla Model 3 Highland spotted on German highway near A4 Lichtenau. Analyzing the images, it appears that the car is, in fact, a refreshed Model 3, seeing how the camouflage, rear reflectors, and tail lights look identical to those found on previous covered-up prototypes spotted in the United States, New Zealand, and China. Furthermore, the red German license plate has the number 06 at the beginning of the numerical sequence, which means it has been issued for a workshop, dealer, or manufacturer. The GE letters represent the city that issued the plate, in this case, Gelsenkirchen, which is located between Essen and Dortmund. According to Tesla Magda, the American EV maker doesn't have a presence in Gelsenkirchen, but there is a Tesla center about 45 minutes east, next to Dortmund Airport. With this being said, we can't confirm the veracity of the information because the X user can't be contacted via direct messaging. Moreover, the description of the post says that the prototype was spotted on the A4 Autobahn near Lichtenau. But a quick Google Maps check reveals there is no such road near the city, but rather an A44. It may just be a spelling error, but again, we have no way of confirming this. In a reply on X, the original poster said that the spotted Tesla was heading toward Dusseldorf, which is in the direction of Dortmund. At the beginning of this month, we reported that Tesla postponed the estimated delivery dates for new Model 3 builds in Europe, with posts on social media speculating that the move might be related to the upcoming commercial launch of the facelifted model. Additionally, reports from China indicate that the Shanghai Gigafactory started trial production of the updated EV this month, with mass assembly and deliveries set to begin next month. As a reminder, the so-called Project Highland Tesla Model 3 is expected to feature a redesigned front end, a revised rear with vertical indicator LEDs instead of horizontal, and a tweaked interior that will reportedly include ambient lighting. Source: reposted and summarized from Yulia Nistrin at Inside EVS. Tesla receives special order from NHTSA regarding autopilot probe. Tesla received a special order from the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, NHTSA, regarding its autopilot investigation launched in June 2022. It was upgraded from a preliminary evaluation that was initiated in August 2021. On July 26, the NHTSA wrote a letter to Tesla's Senior Director of Legal expressing concerns about autopilot and its ability to alert drivers of their attentiveness, or lack thereof, when using the driver assistance feature. The letter states, "Recently, NHTSA became aware that Tesla has introduced an autopilot configuration that, when enabled, allows drivers using autopilot to operate their vehicles for extended periods without autopilot prompting the driver to apply torque to the steering wheel. NHTSA is concerned that this feature was introduced to consumer vehicles and, now that the existence of this feature is known to the public, more drivers may attempt to activate it. The resulting relaxation of controls designed to ensure that the driver remain engaged in the dynamic driving task could lead to greater driver inattention and failure of the driver to properly supervise autopilot." Tesla was instructed that it must respond to the special order by August 25, which was last Friday, or face fines of up to $26,315 daily. Bloomberg initially reported on the NHTSA's special order. The NHTSA shared the documents with Teslarati. Tesla was required to submit the following to the NHTSA: details and dates of software updates, when they were introduced to Tesla engineering and then to consumer vehicles. Steps to activate the setting GIN, the software update that reduces or eliminates instances in which autopilot prompts the driver to apply torque, has been enabled. Detailed steps or conditions necessary to revert a vehicle whose software update was activated to its ordinary state. Differences between the setting in the software update that reduces or eliminates instances in which autopilot prompts the driver to apply torque when enabled, and when not enabled, to autopilot's driver monitoring system, including the amount of time that autopilot is allowed to operate without prompting application of torque, and any warnings or chimes that are presented to the driver. Other changes in the vehicle's user inference, autopilot functionality, vehicle control authority. Tesla's basis or purpose in installing the subject software in on-road consumer vehicles beyond the Tesla engineering vehicles, including but not limited to the justification for which consumer vehicles or vehicle owners were eligible for the subject software update. Any lessons learned findings from driving vehicles with subject software update enabled. Documents explaining subject software's functionality. Test plans or instructions given to Tesla engineering staff who are responsible for driving engineering vehicles with the software update. Crash and incident reports from collisions or near misses involving vehicles with software update enabled. Last week, NHTSA Administrator Ann Carlson said the autopilot investigation would get to a resolution relatively soon. Source: Reposted and summarized from Joey Klender at Teslarati.